Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Civilization Effect, the Reaper Harvest. The long march towards Alliance territory is in full swing right now. I'm sending in a missile cruiser to the shores just outside, as close as I can get. So he will be going down there, and then I can have the XCOM units deploy in preparation to march. And it seems that the Citadel is starving, despite the fact that I've been building a lot of food producing buildings. And hello there, what do you think you're doing? Let's start out by trying to avoid playing any more of that chess game with these units and send in this ship. So there are more. Right, the Harbinger squad. You will lead the offence. Out you go. Look at that. Now we can really. We can send each one further than the last. Hello there. You. Keep moving. The generals will stick with... Whoops. The generals will go with the rocket artillery. The capital ships, they can't go as far. No. Only to about here. Hello. Solarian and Alliance infantry. Well, you are going to have some capital ships deploying just in front of you. Are you afraid? You should be, because there's stealth bombers on the way. At least they get something to shoot at. Oh, bomb. Keep going, keep going. I want them all completely wiped out. Don't want to leave any military units that could be a thorn in our side in the future. Ooh, kill confirmed. And now the Solarians. Consider this to be just a taste of what is to come, Solarians. Bombs which wipe out your military forces are only the start. Soon you will have giant capital ships and hordes of Reaper infantry pounding on your planets, destroying your cities and massacring your population until there is nothing left of the Solarians. So yes, this is just a taster. Now you can go right here. Ah, we found two more. One of them's Turian. There's no shortage of things to shoot at here. Carry on. And you can go even further. Right by Mars. Jesus, that's a big city. I mean, population-wise, good, but I don't think I've ever seen a city have buildings stretch out this far. Jeez. Well, the Alliance certainly has a military to speak of. But I have a whole lot of highly trained and experienced XCOM units, and hello. Oh, they're in the tile just outside friendly territory. And since they've just moved, they can't use their deployment ability. No worries. I cover some of their territory so we can deploy units in a variety of locations to catch them off guard. I believe that's everything. Choose production. Dark space can have a circus so that the Reaper forces stationed there can have some form of entertainment. And you guys can deploy out. Go there. Ah. Can we kill him? No. XCOM squad. Get into friendly territory so you can head to the Sky Range, I think it's called. I'm not an XCOM player, so forgive me if I mess up any of the terminology. First, you can have a stock exchange, bring in lots of lovely cash, so I can just buy units en masse if need be. And the workers, I think they're starting to... Although now that I think about it, we could need more workers, since we've got cities very far away from each other. Where are they? I have quite a few workers. Some of which are embarked. Others are making their way down. They're probably going to try and build it. They are doing it right now. A giant railroad stretching through the jungle and towards Haystrom. All power to them, I suppose. But that means we could do with some more workers. And you too. We're going to have a big empire that spans this entire island eventually, so we're going to need a lot of workers to ensure that the cities get their improvements and are as productive as possible. Since we've got cities there that have just barren land around them with no farms or mines, or we could do things a lot quicker once the workers get those tiles improved. Oh, and they're destroying my fishing boats. Where was he? And new social policy. Oh, and we get a free great general. Who's he? Where's Dark Space? Subotai! Straight into combat. Well, not into combat, but close to the combat. Right, now then. Shouldn't have the great generals out on their own, but then again I have 3 great generals, so losing one isn't going to be a major blow. A blow nonetheless, but not a major one. Right. Just get into the water. You don't have to worry about terrain costs and all that. XCOM units. Have a look, see what's out here. Hello, they've still got basic artillery. I have rocket artillery, you primitive fools! Let's get a couple more workers, and I think that should be enough for now. So, you know, just continue building buildings. Stock exchange. Because you can never have enough money. Market, you don't even have a market yet, that needs to be rectified. You can have a bank. Right, XCOM units. Just... ah, jeez. Keep on moving. I want you guys ready to hit the cities. Because these guys, they're costly attacks. XCOM units are good, but they're not invincible. Major victory, even though... hang on. There's no over river penalty? I guess not. Do some major damage. Nicely done. This missile cruiser can go there. What can you see? We could deploy some XCOM units here. See if we can sneak around the back. Keep the infantry around Earth occupied while we hit Mars. Right, workers. Automate. Get a building. Stealth bombers, I'm afraid you kinda done nothing right now, unless these guys are in range, which they actually are. Forget what I said, you can do something! Allow the capital ships to walk through this forest unhindered, so that they can have a clear route to Mars to begin their bombardment. So the full-on assault of the Alliance should begin within the next couple of turns. We actually have stealth was 1958 AD. That's how advanced the Reapers are. And there's Uluru. Extra food and faith. Okay, 2 more stealth bomber hits should do the trick. Ooh, one poor guy left who's just seeing all his comrades get blown to bits. And then he sees his own death incoming right now. Good kills, good kills. You, keep working. Ah, we have a new XCOM squad. No, go right there, and then you can sneak around to Earth. Uncover the rest of the territory. See what kind of improvements they've got and what we can pillage. Earth has a lot of defense though. That's only 17 damage, which isn't crippling. In fact, Mars actually did more damage, even though they're in forests. They've created a great work, which we can steal once we take Mars. But we're definitely going to need artillery for this. I can surround Mars with XCOM units. Aid us, huh? They finally made landfall, did they? Only to be met with a barrage of rockets. Let's see. Ah, nope, just out of range. I'm afraid they'll have to sleep for the time being. You, automate. We've got plenty of workers now, so hopefully we should start seeing some improvements. Whoa. Look at all this. Well, once they finish building a railroad to Haystrom, at least. Right, capital ships. The rocket artillery only has 2 movements, so it's going to have a bit of trouble. Just keep moving. I probably should have just blocked them around here, but I don't want them picked off by submarines. Subotai, get moving. That's the Harbinger squad. Definitely want you in combat. Hopefully not to die, but... Get a bit of a flanking manoeuvre going on. It's a minor victory. Have them attack from all angles. Just pick off their units. Don't take me around the Earth, please. Still only a minor victory. You know what? Do it. We can quickly get them out of range of the cities if need be, which might be now since they're a little bit badly injured. I believe that's everything, so banks everywhere. Maximise the defence of our cities. Although it's an unlikely event, if they try to pull off any sneak attacks, we want to be ready. Because the last thing I want is to lose a city to a sneak attack if I'm on a roll. Next turn. Let's see how the Alliance responds to our tactical manoeuvres. So they're going to stop city attacks, obviously. And bazookas. Yeah, they're pretty badly injured, so... only 3 damage. The best you got, and you're attacking over a river, so that wasn't the best move on your part. Although they still did 22 damage, which was rather decent when you're fighting XCOM units. And now they're being picked on. Those guys fought well though, that should have given them plenty of experience. Oh, now they've actually been blocked off. Good moving on Garrus's part, because now I can't get them out of there. Oh, now they've got stealth on us. I think we might lose a couple of XCOM units here, since they're going to be all the wounded ones are going to be picked off by the stealth bombers. There's no real use building anti-air against stealth bombers, they can't be stopped. Who's been promoted? Oh no! They've become a Harbinger squad. Just as they're about to die. This always happens. Get promoted either as you die or when you're about to die. Harbinger squad. You'll heal every turn even if it performs an action, so maybe they'll survive the next turn. If they heal. If the stealth bomber is the only thing that kills them. If I capture these infantry, however... Yes, they're mine! And that's going to be... Oh, I can kill them with these guys, actually. And if they capture them, that's something else to shoot at. And they have captured them. They're out of range now. Adis can hit those Drell infantry again to finish off them. Rocket artillery, we need you. Get down here, and the capital ships as well. Your support will be greatly appreciated. Come on, get down here. All of you. The Reaper armada needs as much firepower as it can muster. As long as I'm not really that concerned about the mechanized infantry, since I personally prefer the XCOM units. But we don't want to lose units unnecessarily like that. We have another great engineer, so if we can find some hills, i.e. right there. And these guys, decisive bollocks. It's still going to be a decisive victory, but they might die next turn. Although they might see the infantry as a weaker target and therefore hit them instead. Here's hoping. And they've just captured them. So we've just captured 3 units of infantry. Well, they're most likely going to hit the XCOM units instead. And that's a marsh, so I don't want my guys to stand there. And that's a marsh as well. And this marshland. All these 4 tiles are marsh. So that's going to slow down my movement and give them a combat defense penalty. Just choose what to build. Just build a whole load of stuff. Just for the sake of building things. Have a stock exchange. Windmill. Ooh, factory. Right, next turn. See what the Alliance does. Oh, that's a mobile SAM unit. No! We lost a good unit of XCOM troopers here today. Alright, artillery, however, is going to take a right beating. Now, by all means, hit the infantry I just captured. I'd much rather lose them than my XCOM units. My new Harbinger squad right there. You want gems? Try asking nicely. They never ask nicely. Rocket artillery is slowly but surely making its way over. Over you come. The capital ships, however, are pretty much here. And we've also got the great generals. And with their support, we can turn this thing in our favour. But anyway, we're at the 20-minute mark now. The assault on the Alliance has pretty much begun right now. We just need to get the capital ships and artillery here before we can start doing any real damage to the cities. But I sincerely hope that you have enjoyed this part, and that you will join me for the next one. I will finally hopefully get some damage on these cities. I'll see you then.